are you?
I'm good. Ted Turner doesn't like you.
Nor does his stuffed buffalo. So good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You helped us out with a little bit we did the other night on the show, and I thank you for... You became Don Draper for us, which was very cool of you to do.
That was very fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I don't... You know, it's just... I said to you in the bit, you're a very handsome man. I don't know, is this thing that you've been cursed with all your life, or were you an awkward person who suddenly turned into John Hamm later in life?
I'm still tremendously awkward.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's funny when they put very fancy clothes on you and you have 400 people attending to your hair and makeup, how handsome you can all of a sudden become.
I have not found that to be true. We have people working on me with hydraulic machinery.
That's not true.
For hours. It's like, hi, America! I'm curious about something, which is I'm a big fan of Mad Men. My wife and I watch this show religiously. I have seen every single episode. And you're terrific on the show. There's not a lot of strenuous physical activity playing Don Draper. There's a lot of drinking, sitting, crossing a room. And then I find out that you have been hurt. You've been physically hurt several times playing Don Draper. How is that possible?
I have gone to the hospital twice.
How?
The first season, a piece of the set fell on my head.
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry.
To be fair, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Really, just a piece of the set fell.
A huge part of the wall fell, hit me right on the head. I started bleeding. I had 7 stitches in my head. Season 2. Yeah. I know, it's pretty sad.
Yeah. The ladies are loving this. Oh, he's hurt.
And the second season, in one of the flashbacks to the war, there was an explosion, and I had to sort of jump through the thing, and I broke my hand and on the rehearsal, and then when we shot it, I separated my shoulder.
Really? My goodness. Okay, so you've actually
your own stunts.
Now,
Kids
I'm
out
curious.
there.
What happens when you break a hand? Your character, of course, can't be wearing a cast. What do they do?
No, I had sort of a removable cast, and it was fortunately toward the end of the show, so I would just take the cast off when we were shooting, warn everybody, broken hand, like don't touch my hand, please don't like hilariously punch me in the hand or...
That old bit we all love to do.
A lot of hand punching. Yeah. In the 60s, it was big.
It was really big, yeah.
But there was a scene where I promote my secretary to copywriter, and she sort of forthrightly puts her hand out and shakes my hand. And Elizabeth Moss, and I had warned her. I was like, you know, my hand is actually physically broken, and it's
be very
remarkably painful. So when we do the scene, could you just kind of, you know, don't squeeze it when you shake it. She apparently thought I was kidding. And when we actually shot it, gave me like the full-on congratulations handshake. And I literally went to my knees. I was like,
You shrieked.
I shrieked like a girl. I hit my knees, and she was mortified, and it was the most painful experience I've ever been through in my life.
And her excuse was just like, I thought it was a joke. I thought you were kidding.
Yeah, tough. Suck it up.
She's a tough gal. Yeah.
Is that on film?
Yeah.
Because I bet that's funny.
You might want to check the DVD extras, because I'm sure somewhere some post-production supervisor has that.
Has it, and
on a loop.
And is looping it over and over again. You know, it's funny. You see all kinds of weird things on the internet, and
Do you?
Yes, and
Really?
yeah, and we have you having sex. Let's take it. No, I mean,
There's so many ways to go when you start off with. You see so many interesting things on the internet.
well, someone has made a montage of all the different ways that Don Draper says what, and it's quite fascinating. And I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I haven't.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
What? 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 What?
A 2-minute acting class right
2-minute
there.
acting class right there. There are a lot of ways to say what.
Apparently.
Yeah. I was curious. I've noticed on the show that occasionally the show will move relatively slowly through time, and then there are other times where you'll skip ahead as much as maybe a year or 2 years. I think you're at around 1965 now, is that correct?
Yes, we ended this season at the end of 1965.
What was interesting to me, I don't know if other viewers have thought about this, but as the show goes on, it's very popular and it's clearly going to keep running for a while. We're coming quickly towards the late 60s, early 70s when, I mean, there is a Mr. Brady Bunch hair perm in your life, or some, giant ties. There are very uncool clothing styles coming up.
There certainly are.
What are you going to do?
We're going to end the show. Is what we're gonna do. I am not putting a Nehru jacket on.
There's a big porno mustache coming up.
There's going to be no fringe. Negative.
So that's just when you're going to walk out.
Away.
Make sure that's in your contract.
Oh yeah, well, there's contracts. How about that? No, I will not be. Wearing the 70s fashions, I think, is Don Draper.
Okay, good. I don't want to see that. And it's important. And what I say goes in this town, clearly. I keep hearing a rumor, which is they say there's going to be a new Superman movie, and your name keeps coming up, and I thought, well, you'd make a great Superman. In my
Everyone
opinion.
wants to see a middle-aged Superman. with the power of handicap parking, mall walking.
A Superman who's struggling with some issues. Sure, what's wrong with that?
Superman with who had to buy a fast car.
That makes no sense.
Dated a younger woman to make him feel alive.
Yeah. I like that he's Superman and he has to get a Porsche,
Sure.
He can fly to Mars in a second, but he needs a car that can go 80 miles an hour on the freeway.
Doesn't really feel that good about himself. He's hit a certain age, he's not so super anymore.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of super kids everywhere taking his super publicity.
You can't put super in front of any word.
Super certainly can.
Yes, you can. You're John Hamm. You have been very kind to me. I am so thrilled that you were able to be here this first week. We're huge fans. John Hamm, thank you so much for being here. He's a good man. We'll be right back.